Alright, so hey there YouTube, I'm having this issue with the PlayStation 3. A friend of mine gave it to me 3 years ago. Unfortunately, I used the hard drive out of it for a laptop, and then I upgraded that laptop's hard drive, so the original hard drive from the PlayStation is completely gone. It's been reformatted, was used for a computer with Windows 7. I still have that hard drive, but it's pretty much worthless to me, so I have three hard drive options. I have a Toshiba 500 gigabyte laptop sized spin up hard drive. I have two SSD hard drives, 120 gig and 240 gig. The Toshiba, I think I said, is a 500 gigabyte laptop one. Basically, I don't want to use the original 120 that came with it because, number one, it's been wiped and it's completely, it doesn't have any of the PlayStation information. So I'm basically starting with a PlayStation that has no hard drive. The original issue with this PlayStation was my friend gave it to me. His son broke the disc drive, the DVD drive. So when I got it, I put it together. It was in pieces. I got it to accept a disc one time. It spat the disc out. It refused to accept it ever again. So that disc drive went in the garbage. I purchased another disc drive off the internet with the knowledge of I needed to have the original board to swap over. So I'm like, okay, crap. Well, it turns out I did still have that old hard drive, or the old disk drive, to do the laser swap, or the laser board swap, but I can't even get the PlayStation to accept a new hard drive to even see the system at all, to even update the system at all. So my issue with this PlayStation is it won't recognize a hard drive. I've Googled this. I can't really seem to find the answers that work for me, so I figured maybe I'll just show everybody what's going on. So the hard drive that I put in, I did put in a brand new hard drive in the PlayStation. It's off to the left here. Well, it's that 500 gigabyte Toshiba hard drive. I stuck it on the computer with my my SATA adapter. Let's see. I think that's the area right there. You can see. So that plugs in the little hard drive. So I plugged in all three of these test hard drives. I even tried the original, and it's not working. All these hard drives are functional. I can format them to any format, NTFS, FAT32, whatever. I can create partitions, blank them. I have no problem controlling the hard drives, what goes on or comes off of them. They work just fine on the computer. It's just on the PlayStation, it doesn't seem to want to do anything. So when I plug in the hard drive, the little lights on the side of the PlayStation on the front, you can see there's like two lights. I think one is a busy light and one of them is like a hard drive light. Those don't really seem to have any activity, as far as I could tell. So when I go ahead and try to restore the PlayStation, it really doesn't give too much of a wait before it does anything. I don't get an error code with this, but when I do the update, like just the start and select update, I have the newest update, the 4.86, on a USB flash drive. It is in a PlayStation 3 folder. And there we go. Let me see. The PlayStation restarted itself. So all my lights on the PlayStation are on. The activity lights aren't flashing, but sometimes it turns the PlayStation off. So I thought it might have a power connection issue. I took the whole PlayStation apart, looked at all the connections for the main power supply, and just nothing. So it says I need to reinstall system software. It didn't seem to reformat the drive any, so I'm going to try another reset. I'm going to get into safe mode here. And pretty much it's just the most uncooperating thing. I fixed a PlayStation 4 a few months ago. That was really easy. I blanked the hard drive that was in it. We tried to put a 120 gigabyte SSD, but for some reason it just wouldn't accept it. I think it was too small of a for some reason, somehow too small, but it just, I took off I took off the plate. I took the hard drive out of the PlayStation 4. We used the same SATA connector or USB, this USB hard drive thing. We blanked the hard drive because it had just so many partitions on it for whatever reason. Blanked it. I forgot what format we put it to, but I put the update on a PlayStation, or I put the PlayStation 4 update on a USB drive. We stuck it in, slapped it together, and their son was downloading games within, I think he was playing games within 35 minutes of having it complete. So here we are in safe mode again. Restore file system. So I think this tells right away that there's like a hard drive issue or something. Or nope, it's the same thing. Reset again. So this problem I'm having, it's just, it doesn't, like, it seems like the hard drive's losing power, but if I look inside where the hard drive connects inside the PlayStation, you know, all the connectors and everything, it looks great. It looks fine. It looks, I can't really see anything bent or anything that's, you know, not shiny in a shiny spot or shiny in a not, you know, and everything looks like it's fine inside. It connects just fine. There's no grinding or anything. So I'm going to try safe mode again. And it never gives me a progress bar. It never starts to do anything. It just blanks the screen, resets the PlayStation, and goes back to that update, update me. So I'm trying to, you know, give this thing its update, and it's just not wanting to do it. I've tried another trick. A YouTuber has posted, you know, when it has that error, pull out the hard drive, put it back in, and the hard drive reinitializes. Oops. Damn it, I was talking too much and not focusing to get back in safe mode, but I really can't really command this thing to do anything. I'm not sure if it's a brick or not because it is responding, and from what I've gathered, you know, it's bricked if it doesn't respond to anything you do. So I don't want to take this outside and shoot it just yet, but it's kind of looking like it might need to be put down. I just want to play Gran Turismo. That's all I want to play with this PlayStation, really. I don't know if it's backwards compatible. It's the CEH whatever 2001, I believe, is the model. I think rebuild the database. I think this will say something. The system storage cannot be accessed. Well, there's definitely a hard drive in there. I can put my hand on it and I can feel it. PlayStation is not put back together. Restoring default settings. Now I've got the left light on. Those two little lights on the PlayStation. I can see the left one is on, the right one is not. The system storage cannot be accessed. I mean, it's the hard drive is plugged in there. It feels like it's rotating. I've tried this with the SSD 120 gigabyte. I've tried this with the SSD 240. This currently is a 500 gigabyte laptop hard drive. I could even try the original again. I've tried that before even making this video, but I decided, well, all the hard drives are functional. It shouldn't have any rhyme or reason not to. I can't even get to the point where it wants to do an update. So it's just really weird. It's not like it's stuck in a resolution pit or anything like that, because I'm getting a screen, I can see things. But it's just, if there's some kind of weird master wipe to just blank the whole thing, or like, I still have the original hard drive, the 120 gigabyte that came with it. Like I said, this is a CEDH whatever 2001 model. But pretty much, if I go ahead and do the start and select, it will endlessly loop and just say checking, please wait, and then up in the corner that little thing will keep spinning the entire time. And I've let this go for 38 hours, I think about 2 days straight. I've just let it go. I've done computer things, I've done TV, watched movies and shows and YouTube and whatnot, and just let this go for like 38 hours, almost 2 full days. I looked, and it was before it was right at lunchtime on the second day. I just checked the TV, and it was still stuck here. It was still at checking, please wait. It was going nowhere. The hard drives they're all great. I've tested them in the computer. I mean, this is the original hard drive out of it, the Toshiba 120. This is, yeah, I don't know where it shows 120. I'm trying to look at it right now. Oh, yeah, 120. So this is the original one that came with it. It was kind of dusty. You know, I did take it apart. I dusted it out with a compressor. So all the dust is out of it now. This is the SSD, and it's just not working.